minute, let Daddy park over a bit. Wait, shush, shush. Great.
We are on the ferry. That took some time. 45 minutes just waiting to get checked in, but we're here now, we're on.
Hooray.
So
right.
I guess we'll get unloaded.
We'll get going, yep.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
So the adventure has begun. We are on the ferry to Spain. We've just boarded. It was a relatively straightforward process. I printed out the Spanish health control forms a couple of days ago. They actually let me do it ahead of the 48 hours, which was really good. So the QR codes are sorted. We printed out the vaccine codes rather than handing in the app, and I'm quite glad I did that because the people in front of us, we're only about 4 cars in front of the check-in booth, but it took 45 minutes.
Really long
and
time.
I think it's because people were handing over phones and the screens were turning off and they're having to unlock them, and it was just a whole process.
And
so
we got there because you were so good at being organised.
I was organised for once.
Bish bash bosh,
but
done.
Top tip, print it out, put it on paper. It's easier for everyone. I know it's probably not as hygienic, but I mean, you're passing a phone, so I don't really see what the difference is. So that's my top tip for getting on the boat. We're on the boat looks really nice. So yeah, all really excited. We're gonna go and grab a nice meal tonight. It's a beautiful day, so I hope it'll be a really lovely sunset as we pull out of Plymouth. We had to go to Plymouth rather than Portsmouth. Portsmouth's closer for us, but it was fully booked. So we came to Plymouth. The drive was a bit hair-raising because the sat-nav said it was going to take like 4 hours at one point, but it only took 3, which was really good in the end. But yeah, everyone's happy, had a nice drink. We're going to relax for the evening and let the adventure begin. Yes. 6212, this way.
Oh, I like it when this way.
6208, we're nearly there, Ivy.
62, what was it?
6212. Ta-da! Right. Okay.
Right, going to give you a quick room tour. We are in room number 6212. It's a 4-berth and it's relatively spacious at the moment because we've got one of the beds up, we've got a large seating area, and we've got 2 bunk beds in the roof.
In the roof, I know, it's all very fancy.
They're pretty cool. And we've got a little toilet in here. The toilet's quite a good size, you've got a shower.
Light on, yeah.
You've got a basin, toilet, everything you need really, which is quite good. 4 towels. There are pillows with the bed, but they're not great. So we've brought us in out of the van, the ones we use for camping, because they're a lot comfier. So we'll probably use them tonight when we're sleeping. Girls will be fine because they don't really care. So I think we're all good to go.
Teddy and Bunny are hanging out up there.
Teddy and Bunny have got their...
Brownie, I have to say.
Sorry,
Brownie
and Bunny are hanging out at the top, along with our overnight bag.
And we're all good to go.
A little mirror. Let's go and look around the ship. So we're going to go for a quick explore. We are on deck 7. Apparently you can book a table at the restaurant between 5 and 6 for sometime in that evening. So we're going to do that later. It's only about 3:30 now, so we'll wait for a while. And here is the bar. The biggest boat you've ever been on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we go to the front of the ship?
Yeah.
It's cool, isn't it? We are on the move! We're finally getting out of the UK! Woohoo! Is it fun?
Yeah.
Did you sit here all day and watch the water?
Yeah. I could actually sit all day and watch it melting.
Forever close to you, we go together. It's all I know, side by side. It's how we grow hand in hand through these times. We'll fall and rise. Funny how you can open up the gray sky with only one of your sweetest smile. We go together.
There's lots of giggles going on here because it's very breezy. It's very beautiful, but very breezy sunset, and
There's lots of Marilyn Monroes going on.
Ladies opted for floaty skirts, given that it was a beautiful hot day. Needless to say, we're struggling not to show the rest of the passengers our pants. So.
But it's been beautiful. It's been a really, really good start to the trip. Ivy's showing her knickers again. We had a lovely meal, rather expensive. And there's no water. You can't get water on here unless you pay like $2 for a little bottle.
That is
really disappointing.
Ferries, come on now.
Come on, do better.
Yeah, I
better
mean, I
buy
have to say,
6 bottles of plastic water. It's crazy.
You know, like we're having the best time, and it's been a great trip so far.
It's just the only thing
It's
that's
only a
let
few
it
hours
down.
in. Our dinner was beautiful, really lovely food. But it was disappointing that there's no refill option on board. You can't even buy like a decent sized sort of 2-litre bottle of water. It's just a regular kind of individual sized picnic sort of bottle, which, you know, when you're a family of 4, the amount of plastic involved in that, in this day and age, excuse my hair, but it feels unnecessary.
Right, we're going to go now. Too many giggles. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, day 2 of our adventure at sea.
Yeah.
We are probably about an hour and a half away from arriving in Santander in Spain. We had a lovely meal last night, beautiful sunset. It was really, really good. Had a nice lane in this morning. The girls have had their nails done.
I know, we did a summer treat, so they went to get their nails done in the duty free. They've got a little nail bar, so they had that done, and it was a nice little experience for them to have. So we are just kind of
making the most of our time left on the boat. Just went to see if we can spot any whales or dolphins, but I think we missed that. I think the area to spot them was it was overnight, unfortunately. But hey, maybe on the way home. Soon we'll disembark into Spain.
woohoo!
We are about to be shrouded in sea mist. Time we're trying to do this piece to camera. We keep getting tunnel announcement and then people come to do our temperature checks.
We've
so
just had our temperature taken.
we have arrived, temperature's been taken, we're both fine, which is good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so we've arrived in Santander.
Green light to go. Woo-woo.
We've got to hand in our health control forms and then it's just through passport control and then we're on the road. Our first stop is just outside Zaragoza, so it's about 3 hours away, and that's en route to our first kind of hub, shall we say, which is around PortAventura.
Yeah,
so
we're very excited about that.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Obviously, you know, theme parks and girls, woohoo! I mean, you know, happy days. So we're very excited to get down there and get stuck into that, and have some fun.
Right, see you guys soon.
Yeah, look, that's when we just driven out of there. Yeah,
Driven out the front of its mouth, look.
look. We are about 15 minutes or so just outside of the city of Santander, so we've just kind of made our way through this sort of dockyard type area. We are now heading into sort of more green hills, which looks beautiful. It's a glorious day. Getting through the checks and stuff this side was really straightforward actually. We obviously had to go through passport control, which was fine, no problems at all. We actually got selected for a spot check, which we were slightly nervous about, thinking, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to unpack the whole van, this is gonna be a nightmare. And again, it was really straightforward. We literally just opened the side door, let them have a little look. They asked us to lift up the lid for the trailer. They just had a quick look and that was it. There was no need to get anything out, and they just said to us, you're free to go. And that was it. So actually really straightforward. Surprisingly, they didn't ask to see our COVID paperwork at all, which is really interesting. So obviously we had to present that when we were UK side. When we first checked in to get onto the ferry, we had to present that paperwork, but we didn't get asked for it at all this side, which was interesting. So, but now we are en route to the campsite, excited to get there and set up for the night and see what it's like, and to basically start the holiday.
Good evening. We have arrived at Camping Bardenes. It's halfway between Santander and PortAventura. About 3 hours from where we were. It's a really small campsite. It's really in the middle of nowhere, but it was cheap. And the spot's relatively big. We're just making some dinner now. We went for a cool off in the pool because it's like 37 degrees, which is just crazy. But the sun is going down and it's certainly getting a lot more bearable now. So I'll give you a quick walk around our pitch. So my lovely wife of nearly 14 years.
Nearly, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day, my love.
Cutting carrots.
Yeah, I'm just making a little bit of salad for tea. So just doing some carrot sticks. But yes, it's definitely a lot cooler now, so yeah. This is all completely bearable. When we got here it was so hot. I have to excuse our clothes drying from when we went to the pool. We threw ourselves in the pool. And the girls are doing colouring, and we've got some Linda McCartney vegan sausages on the old grill monkey here for dinner. So it's a relatively straightforward dinner today. So we had a long drive. This is our toilet tent set up here at the back. Nice and close to the road, which is always good. And in the van we have the usual setup. So we've got our mini fan going up there, we've got a citronella candle going on the side, we've also got a mosquito repellent there because there's a lot of bugs, and we've got some Italian strength Raid, which we're trying not to use, but we will if we really have to. On here we have our Thermacell bug shield, which is the first time we've used this. It's supposed to be really good, so I guess we'll see how that works. And over here we have the trailer. So that is us all set up for the evening. Tomorrow we get up and we go to PortAventura, where we're staying at Siesta Salou, which is, it's a really big campsite. They've got like a whole water park just within the campsite, so it'll be a lot different to this campsite, so should be fun. Stay tuned. Right, we are on our way to Siesta Salou, which is just outside of PortAventura, which is our next stop on our tour. We had a reasonably good night's sleep in the van last night. It was surprisingly cool. The little fans we got from Amazon were brilliant, actually. Really, really good. They lasted the whole night. So we'll put a link in the description below where you can get those from. And they're relatively cheap. I think they're maybe about £15 a pop, which is really good. Really small, but really powerful. The only thing that kept us awake was the road noise on the campsite. It was really, really close to a main road, so that wasn't great. But we're done now. We're done with that campsite. I wouldn't recommend to anyone stopping over on their way from the north to the south. Maybe try and find somewhere else. But we're looking forward to the next site. Looking forward to going to the theme parks and checking out the south coast of Spain. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for not updating you earlier. We are finally here at Siesta Salou. The drive was good. We were just so hot when we got here, we went straight to the pool. But it's a good little campsite. I say little campsite, it's quite a big campsite. It's more of a resort. But we're just cooking dinner at the moment. Went to the supermarket, which is around the corner, got some nice yummy bread. What else did we get, Edie?
Got mini pizzas.
Mini pizzas are currently cooking in our little Omni stove. Let me see how they're doing. Not looking too bad. Like another 5 minutes they'll be done. So yes, we are going to settle down for a anniversary dinner, and then tomorrow we're going to head to PortAventura. 8:45, we've all had a lovely dinner at the campsite, so we're now going to go and see what the local beach is like.
Yay!
First vlog of our 2021 Spain tour. So you should have seen us come from Plymouth to Santander via the ferry, and then from Santander down to the kind of middle of Spain, so it was near Zaragoza, and then from then on today we drove right down to the bottom to Salou, which is just outside of PortAventura. And this is where this vlog is going to end. Pick us up on the next vlog when we will be at the PortAventura park. So that should be a good one to watch. It's been a beautiful way to end the vlog. A lovely sunset walk. It's a really, really pretty destination. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again soon. Bye.
Bye.